I think something else is the free shots in the beach clubs in the Asian countries. I think you've seen. I think there was a case of someone who got blindness, and there was also someone who died from the methanol poisoning. Some couple when energies are high, drinks are flowing, and the waiter comes, they're like free shots on the house. It's so easy to be like
they always
but I feel like it's very dangerous because you don't know what alcohol it is.
Then in terms of my first aid kit, painkillers, antihistamines, I think what I'll add is antidiarrheal for travelers diarrhea.
First of all,
talking about it
I'm not a traveler. That's what I realized. I'm not a traveler. I love watching people travel content is one of my favorite types of content to watch. But then it makes me so anxious that there's so much to do, so much to think about.
I would say for me, I always try to think of the worst scenario before. I think that falls in Zimbabwe. Is it in Zimbabwe?
Victoria Falls.
The one where people lie down and they hold you. What if something happens to this guy?
When you get hurt or something happens, have your travel insurance.
Thank you.
Something.
Thank you.
Hope was waiting.
I was just waiting for one of you to be like, Hi guys, welcome back to A Dose of Health, the podcast where I give you not too little, not too much, but just enough health information to make you make an informed decision. And we are back sooner than you thought, I know, but the show must go on. So today I have two lovely guests who, one was supposed to be here, and but life happens. But I think it's perfect that you've come at the same time, and I just want them to introduce themselves. Over to you.
Hi there, Dr. Diana Justus, an aesthetic doctor, a creative, a travel entrepreneur, and many other things. That all-rounded babe.
Oh, we are clocking.
Okay, hi everyone. I'm Dr. Mokeira. I'm a health advocate at Bionet, which is a health tech company. I'm also a content creator, med influencer. And for this conversation specifically, I run a travel collective called Living Borderless.
Let's have it. So, before even going to the episode, I usually do a journey to inside out. So I just want to know, where are you mentally, emotionally today? Have you guys watched Inside Out?
Yes.
Or heard of it?
Yes.
Good. This is the first duo guests that I've watched Inside Out. So where are you emotionally today?
Today I feel fantastic because I know I'm coming to see you guys. I've not seen you in a while.
Thank you. When I say I'm the sunshine, I am the sunshine.
I'm feeling good, but in terms of life in general, I'm in a transition stage, so that comes with its own stuff. But one thing that I've been doing of late is gratitude, because there's so much I've done with my life to this point. So I've just been picking up the positives as I work on what I'm working on now. So that's where I'm at.
How has that impacted your life?
No,
the gratitude.
The gratitude, it's really changed because I've switched from being stressed to now just accepting what will be, and knowing that if good things have happened, good things are also coming. So it's just a matter of time. So I
love that.
That has switched my psyche a bit.
And your mind is your worst enemy. Trust. Mokeira, what about you?
I'm feeling optimistic. You know that we say that every 2 months you change what your career path is. I'm on a new path.
I feel like we're always on new paths.
So I feel like I'm in a phase where I'm really trying to explore a particular direction. I'm actually meeting one of the people I really look up to in this space today afternoon.
Okay.
So I am excited to see what that will look like.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm really happy to see you guys. I've been trying to meet Diana since you went to Bali. I was like, I need to meet you for you to tell me this in person.
Karibu sana, guys.
Thank you.
So now, because you're both doctors, medical jargon. So I like debunking things for people because I want to make health simpler. So what is one medical jargon that you want to debunk for the audience today?
I think for me, I'll go with my field, which is aesthetic medicine. There's this jargon that people have been confusing a lot. Post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation versus acne scars.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not the same. Most people think they're the same. So the black spots that remain after your breakouts, that's post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. It's a pigment issue. Acne scars, on the other hand, is a structural and textural issue. So it's a scar that has gone down. Your collagen is damaged. So it's either raised or, you've seen those types of rolling scars and all. So your acne scar is not the dark spots that remain. That is post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. And they're treated differently.
I'll try my best to put images.
We can put images.
So they can make reference.
Yeah, it's something that most people, a product will say, this will heal your acne scars. Acne scars are so difficult to treat. That's post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation.
Okay. Yeah. So for acne scars, now where they come to you?
Even post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, both of them. But they're treated differently. Yeah.
Okay. That's a good one. That's good to know.
I think people struggle with it a lot, but most people don't know the difference.
Okay. Well, today, now they do. Now they do. Mokeira?
For me, I'd go with something within the digital health space.
Okay.
That is interoperability, which essentially means how can we make different health information systems seamless, and how can they communicate together as easily as possible. So if you go to see a doctor in Nairobi Hospital and then you go see another doctor in, let's say, Mpisha, can this other doctor access your records? If you do a lab test here and there, can we have a uniform story of what your health journey is? If you're a chronically ill patient, you've been using these meds for this time, you've been doing this test for this time. If someone sees you 2 years later in a different hospital, can they be able to have a complete picture of what your journey is like? So I feel like that's something that we're really trying to consider now, even when we're innovating healthcare solutions. How can we create systems that are communicating as opposed to standalone systems?
That's important.
Having been in the health tech space, I can relate. Okay, but I think that also needs collaboration. So as long as you're willing to collaborate, then interoperability will become an easier thing.
And a lot of people are not. And also I feel like privacy, because then healthcare is very sensitive information.
That's true.
Maybe your standards are not up to my standards. So.
But up to whose standards? HIPAA.
So
it can't be up to your standards. We have standardization. Anyway, but those are good ones. Now for me, because you guys we're talking about travel today, prophylaxis is my word. So prophylaxis is just, hey, please, I was outriding a bit too much. So terms, my voice might be doing a bit, but prophylaxis. So basically what it means, it's either a medicine or an action that's taken to prevent you from getting sick. So for example, if you're going to travel to a malaria endemic region, there's medication you take before you're exposed so that it prevents you from being exposed to malaria. So that's prophylaxis. So why are you here today?
Tell us.
You want to tell the audience why are you here today?
So I think we're here today so that we are merging travel with health. How do you travel in a healthy way? How do you make sure you're traveling in a healthy way, mentally, physically, emotionally? So I think that's why we're here.
Perfect. Now, because you're doctors, and many times people think doctors are in a box. But you are redefining that. How did you guys get into the travel space? Because I know you're very enthusiastic about travel. So tell us about Wandering Doctor. Tell us about Living Borderless, and then we can bring in the health aspect of it.
Mine started in an interesting way. I started in uni.
Okay.
And I was in 5th year.
Because
I had a business. This babe has been hustling since she was like, I had a baking business. So I had money.
She's just
like, when I think about it, I'm like, well, so I had a baking business, which thanks to God did well. So I was making, and I have pocket money still. So what do I do with this money? First, I bought an iPhone, I remember. But after that, I was like, what else? So I started traveling. Kidogo hapa Nakuru, Mombasa. But there's this thing I used to go to, like the hidden gems. So if the people used to follow my content, initially it used to be in like the hidden, and that's how I was able to gain a following. Then COVID happened. I was able to travel around. I don't know if it was illegal. We were doctors, we could pass through borders. But
I know.
So
essential services.
But people also on their phone, and people needed things to like lighten them up. So that's when my travel also picked up. Then unemployment after internship. Like I did my best. 8 months in, I didn't have a job, and those savings from internship was like, let me use this money to invest in myself. So that's when the Wandering Doctor started. I invested that money traveling to now Lux places. I would DM them like, can I just come for one night? I pay one night for free. The first person accepted, and that's how everything went.
Yeah.
Then I did that for a while, worked with brands, airlines, hotels, etc. Then I was like, okay, I'm making money.
She's just saying brands, airlines, hotels.
I'm sorry. It's not vanity.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing, yeah.
Then, but I was like, I'm making money for people.
Yes.
I need to make this money for myself. So that's when the Wandering Doctor Travels was born, which is a travel agency. So I help people plan their trips, itineraries.
Yeah.
To anywhere in the world. So that's how my travel journey has been. Now we're here.
Jet to holiday. You can find her here.
I can plan your jet to holiday.
Yeah. And your content has always been really good.
Thank you.
You make us want to go there. And I feel that's why we really enjoy the Wandering Doctor. And now Mokeira has joined the bandwagon.
I'm so happy. Living Border. I love it.
Yeah, Living Borderless.
I just sat down. I was like, wait, by then I had a list of 50 names before I sat them down. I even was really considering romance. It sounded really good in my head, like romance, like ROAM. But then it was like, maybe this will lean to
romance.
Anyway, but I had a long list of names before I was like, this makes sense. At some point, I was like, maybe I should just say borderless, but then you go online, it's already taken. You try to create a page, there's no username available. So I needed to add a word to it, so I added living, and it was like, oh yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah. For me, I would say it was a story of the chicken. The chicken first and then the egg after, or whichever. This was not something I set out to do. It was not oh my God, I want to have a travel agency next year. No, I would say it is circumstantial. I did get opportunities to travel here and there. I feel like I went to Istanbul, I went to Cape Town. This year more, that's when I have been out and about. And in my DMs, people are always like, so when you went to Japan, can you please tell me, can you please help me with my visa? I'm usually just like, this is money I'm sitting on. I'm leaving money on the table. Because essentially then what I'm doing for you is what I would do if I said, okay, now I've set this up in this way and you can get this service
from
me.
Easy. It's easy. It's not.
It's not easy.
Yeah, it's not. So I was just like, maybe I should plan a trip to get another trip or something. So it came about in that way. Like when I started posting about the travel, people now are like, oh, you went here. What did you do? Can you assist me with this and that? So I thought to make it a bit more structured, a bit more formal. Yeah.
Another jet to holiday. Now, I love that. First of all, me just love people thinking outside the box. And
wait, I hope you've
stepping
been traveling
outside.
more. I love it.
I've been trying. Let me tell you, first of all,
talking about it
I'm not a traveler. That's what I realized. I'm not a traveler. I love watching people travel. Travel content is one of my favorite types of content to watch. But then it makes me so anxious that there's so much to do, so much to think about. So by the time I'm traveling, it's been a struggle, but I'm getting out there, kidogo, small. Yeah,
your content is also amazing.
Thank you.
Join us.
Aki, because I don't know, why am I anxious? I'm an anxious traveler.
What exactly is the anxious part?
I'm lazy, so activities scare me. Yeah, so I was asking Mokeira. She travels every day. There's something.
2 things, 3
things.
My
Lord.
Maybe I'm just full for I will rest in Nairobi. I will be going 10 days, 2 activities per day.
Me, I could even do sleep tourism.
No.
I just go there and sleep.
It's like, what would you do in the hotel?
My sister.
Sleep. Only the first night is for sleeping and
but people who actually just travel.
Okay, for me, I feel like it depends on, are you going to a place for the first time? Do you plan to come back here again? For me, travel, I will never go back to that country again.
Maybe I should look at it like that.
The bucket list.
Okay.
It's like,
okay.
If I'm going,
but I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Yeah. So now, travel and health, how do they come together? When I was preparing to travel this year, and also I just remembered, I'm sure you know Lydia Dinga,
yeah.
There's a time she traveled to Egypt. Makosa ikafanyika kidogo. She got injured. I think she was riding quad bikes or something, so she got injured. She had to go to hospital. Then even when I traveled, I got sick. The person who I sat next to on the flight, when I'm talking to him, he's like, I'm in the hospital, I'm sick. So just like travel and health actually go together. So now because you guys are in the travel space, how do you advise people to travel safely and not just health-wise, even just safety in general. So basically, that's the essence of the topic today.
Okay.
Yeah. So now with Wandering Doctor, with Living Borderless, even now as you're preparing, Ati, you want to go where? So how do you bring health into the picture?
You want to take that?
Sure. I think off the bat, I would say, first of all, there are things that you need to have done before you travel. Like getting your vaccines, whether it's yellow fever or COVID. Then think of the country that you're going to. For me, when I went to Japan, it really changed a lot of things for me because I was like, imagine I'm in Japan and I'm sick and there's like a language barrier. Where do I start? So that's when I came up with like a travel medication kit. I have some things that I always make sure I have.
What's in your kit? Tell us, what's in your kit?
Antihistamines. I feel like sometimes you might just be having some sniffles, what the cause is, or you're trying to come down with something before it progresses or we're figuring out like, what is this? They really can sort you out. I have painkillers as well. I feel like after all the 20,000 steps per day, you're not drinking water. You probably ate only breakfast. They usually come in handy. I usually also have some antibiotics just in case. Not that I will use them, but just in case. And I also have like band-aids. There's one time I was at the beach and like, you know, like the way coral like grazes I started bleeding. So I feel like it's through experiences that my medication kit has also come together. And when it comes to the activities I'm doing, I'm usually just like, okay, if something goes wrong, like what will I say I was doing? Like if I try to explain to someone, will this make sense? So yes, I do the activities, but try to do them in a safe way. Sometimes you can go to like an establishment, they have paragliding, but what is it
the
called?
Safety gear. You're just like,
what is it called? The
life
jacket. Is not looking pleasant at all. But I'm usually just like, it does not look nice, but I cannot go not without it. You know, like if I fall down and I drown, like what will I say was the reason why I didn't have the life jacket? So to really prioritize the safety measures they have put in place, I think there's a reason why they're giving you the life jacket. I would say for me, I always try to think of the worst scenario before. I think that falls in Zimbabwe. Is it in Zimbabwe?
Victoria Falls.
Like the one where people like lie down and they hold you. What if something happens to this guy?
Or the wind just decides.
How will you explain that situation? I feel like, yes, I am an adrenaline junkie and I really love to do, adrenaline stimulating activities when I travel, but there's also like some balance. There's a balance. Like balance. Where do I stop?
Okay. They're not in your kit.
Love that. In my kit, I think the same. Before you travel, you have to know which country am I going to, and what do they need in terms of vaccination. Some countries won't need anything. Some will. But in terms of Kenya, have a yellow fever vaccine. You need it to leave and enter the country. That's just for Kenya. So for every Kenyan, have a yellow fever vaccine. Otherwise, JK. Hautoki. Then in terms of my first aid kit, painkillers, antihistamines, I think what I'll add is antidiarrheal for travelers diarrhea. Especially when I went to Bali, the southeast side, there's that Bali bug. Thank God I didn't get it. No, I didn't get it. But I'm also careful with what I eat when I travel. I can't imagine traveling and I have a runny stomach.
Girl,
like my friend was in that situation in the flight. Can you imagine? And the flight is like 8 hours.
You stay in the toilet, by the way.
This
is now my accommodation.
Like, your trip is, you just feel like your trip is ruined. So I also watch what I eat. Hydration is important. So together with hydration, I've learned about ORS tablets. It's good to just carry them. Now we learned that with my friend, so we had to buy like in a pharmacy in Malaysia because water was just not cutting it for her. But even for my group trips, the gifts I give my guests are bottles because I believe hydration is very, that headache will also just
and you'll be
the
doing
vibe.
Activities.
And you're walking around the whole day. What else will be there? In terms of safety, personally, people may think I'm adventurous, but nowadays when I travel, I'm not doing risky. I'm not doing a water activity. I'm not.
Really? Oh, but you've done it all.
I've done it enough. But the more I've been on social media and everything, like a lot has been happening. Especially before I went to Bali, there were a lot of and I saw you doing the boat thing, and I'm like, you didn't see the news, like the monsoon winds or something with that. Like I don't know how. The older I've become, the more cautious I've been. I'm not doing paragliding. I'm not doing those things.
But now I feel like the older you become, now you have the money to do the paragliding.
But you have money to go to VIP beach clubs.
Thank you. Say I endorse that message.
I don't know. That has really changed.
Yeah.
And it's shocked people around me. I used to be there. I have to do everything.
Activities,
that has calmed down. But something else in terms of when you get hurt or something happens, have your travel insurance.
Thank you.
Something.
Thank you.
Hope was waiting.
I was just waiting for one of you to be like,
travel insurance.
Yeah.
So then for my group trips or private trips, you have to make sure you have a travel insurance with you. It comes in very handy.
It does.
On the other side, if something happens, because let's say you get hurt in like US, UK, the healthcare system is just super expensive. Where do you start?
And it takes time also.
So travel insurance sometimes cuts that line for you.
I think I saw just like 3 weeks ago. So a friend was posting that I think her brother had traveled to South Africa or something. So they were doing these activities where I don't know if they were going paragliding or something, but they got scared, so they couldn't do it anymore. So now they needed evacuation by chopper. Hey, unajua your budget.
Wow.
But then if you have travel insurance, it comes through.
But also travel insurance has levels
tiers to it. Yeah,
so
for sure. And also you can cover
helicopter.
Like if you miss your flight, the waiting periods. It's not just about health.
Luggage.
Even the lounges. It can offer you that access. So please get your travel insurance. Very important. Now, you talked about yellow fever. I want to test your medical knowledge. Hey. Just small. Don't panic.
No, it's literally
this is for health tech. Talk about digital health, guys.
Before we even go there, Port Health. Mnajua Port Health iko wapi ya? Port Health. It's the travel health docket in Kenya. So they tell you what you need for travel. Apart from yellow fever, what other vaccines do they recommend for traveling in general? Yes.
COVID.
Okay, COVID.
COVID is COVID. I don't think COVID.
For traveling to where?
In general. Yes. Yeah.
No,
I wouldn't say they're mandatory, but they just recommend. You've talked about Bali. Think about Bali. Bali bag. Typhoid.
Oh, typhoid.
Yeah, they recommend typhoid. They recommend cholera, but especially if you're going to like a cholera endemic region. And then you talked about being cut by coral. Do you remember there's cholera that can be transmitted? From animals in the sea, in the ocean. So
coral.
I don't remember the exact microbiology, but I remember there was different variations of cholera. Yes. Another one they said was of course meningitis, but those ones we are vaccinated. Hepatitis A is another one.
That's important.
Yeah. So those are just some vaccines to look out for. Yeah. And then how long should you wait before you travel after getting your yellow fever vaccine?
90 days.
How many days?
90.
Move closer to the mic. Do like this because I'm guessing.
Do like this. I'm guessing. No, but I think it's 90 days or 60.
90 days. How many days?
I wouldn't guess, honestly.
10.
Because I remember the last time, what I know is the rules changed.
Yes.
Kitambo, if you've lost your card, you needed to get injected again. But now it's like once.
Yeah, it's a lifetime.
So I remember the last time I did it, I was told a week, 7 days.
Yeah. So just a minimum, this is 7 to 10 days. So that at least
the reaction
has taken place.
Yeah,
and then so some countries actually you won't be able to pass if you haven't passed the 10 days. Yeah, so when you're going to get your yellow fever vaccine, please plan it at least 2 weeks ahead so that you have that time. Then for elderly people, over 60, should they get their their yellow fever vaccine if they haven't gotten it?
They wouldn't leave.
I'd guess no. But they still need it, right?
Yeah. The answer is yes. Yeah. But then now, because of their age, they're more susceptible to side effects. So they have to go through a doctor.
Okay.
Yeah, at least a consultation. Then the doctor can decide. So you can get the vaccine or you don't get the vaccine. Yeah. But kama you are from 9 months and 60, Apple, get the vaccine. Otherwise, Kenya, hutoki.
And what about pregnant women?
Pregnant women, unless there's an outbreak, but it's not recommended that they get the vaccine. Even for children who are below the age of 9 months, so between 6 and 9 months, unless there's an outbreak, they're not recommended to get the vaccine.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's actually nice that now it's in the KEPI schedule, so you get it at 9 months for children. Previously, it was just in yellow fever endemic regions. Yeah. Then there's another one I've forgotten. Egg allergies. If you have egg allergies, you can't get the vaccine because it's cultured in an egg environment. Yeah. Okay.
Well,
now,
we've learned,
now traveling.
something.
You learned something? Yeah, we are always
Learning.
I know you've talked about like medicine, etc. But now the walking part and just being in the hotel, the traveling, what do you recommend? Because mutatembea. So are you guys like very keen on like the shoes you're wearing, maybe like how you're dressing, back support? Is that something that you're keen on?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And I think it starts from when you're leaving the house to the airport. The flight.
Tell us about that. Tell us about that.
From the flight, just be comfortable.
Yes.
Wear comfortable clothing. There's this new thing that's happening, like your airport fit.
I know. They're like
you're looking at some of them, you're like
looking presentable and me being comfortable.
Yeah.
There's so much pressure nowadays. Like the airport is like a runway.
You never know who will meet in the lounge.
Like, how about like present yourself well? You might
just be
upgraded
comfortable
to first class and all. Me, I'm like, no. I've paid my flight, I've paid my seat. I don't need to beg for anything else. Yeah, but there's that. I just think be comfortable.
So what's your idea of comfort?
I think sweatpants. What there's no one size fits all. What feels comfortable for you? So for me, most times I have tights, spotties on my feet because they say sandals aren't good, and I think I agree because the you don't know if they have cleaned it and what, and you'll have the temptation of removing your shoes. But if you have like spotties, you have socks, so at least you're protected. So something that's just free, because the flights are not comfortable. We always we glamorize taking flights when you're taking those seats, and that's of course in business,
and it's for hours.
But it's hours. In business you need to adjust and all, but being in that position for long, you need to be in uncomfortable feet. Then I'll say in the flight, make sure you're moving around.
Thank you.
Stretch your feet. There's that technique the army use. The way they stand for so long. You just like, so you stand like this, so you keep kneeing your heel. So you can just go stand somewhere and you just keep doing that. It helps with circulation and also it will help reduce jet lag after. In the flight, what else would you add in terms of
what have we prevent circulation? Why are you trying to improve circulation?
DVT.
Thank you.
Yeah,
ding,
ding,
ding, ding, ding.
Oh, it's fishy. You have to go medical like that.
I want to. Sometimes you're just hearing, if I just do this, but then you don't know exactly what you're looking for.
Okay. There's something called DVT, deep venous thrombosis. Yeah, clots that can happen in your. Yeah. Because of stasis, your blood has just been like.
It's not moving.
It's not moving as much, so you need to help improve that because it can become lethal and dangerous. Yeah. Yeah, so
I think I saw so I've been on Travel Talk and I see a flight what are their names? Flight attendants, yes. So in terms of like dressing, they're like make sure your clothing is not flammable as well. And why they don't also advocate for sandals, because imagine there's an emergency. You're running there, there's sandals on your heels. Wear sport shoes so that you're comfortable in case you need to leave in urgency. Another thing I noticed, and please, if this is you need to do better. When we are on the flight, before it's taken off, when they're doing those instructions, can you pay attention? Imagine Paul don't pay. Oh, are you feeling judged? Are you feeling judged? But imagine, I was so shocked because Paul don't pay attention. And you're just like, it could literally be a matter of life or death. And you're trying to remember. Because if you have a child, do I mask the child first? Do I mask myself first? And they've given all those instructions. So listen to the instructions.
After all the minis that have been happening, crashes, nowadays I listen. Kitambo I never used to.
Mokeira, do you listen?
I do listen.
You have to really.
I listen,
but the instructions might feel like that.
They are redundant.
But I like how, I think it's I don't know if it's Etihad or Qatar. So now Kevin Hart is the one who voices
it's Qatar.
And demonstrates. I'm like, make it more engaging. And also sometimes like when the flight attendant is standing so far, you're there. Because if you're on the window seat, you're like, Auntie, what have you raised again? Yeah, so I think making it a bit more engaging is important, but also just paying attention. Yeah, because it can literally be you don't know how to pull the oxygen mask. Yeah, something as simple as that. Okay, so now when it comes to travel, how do you deal with jet lag? Because I know Japan. How are you dealing with jet lag?
How many hours ahead behind is Japan?
Wow, I don't remember.
Yeah,
but the flight was like 5 hours to Doha, and then 10 hours to Japan. Yeah. I don't remember the flight difference.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's not like a conscious thing. You might feel like, I'm not feeling 100%.
Yeah.
But again, the type of traveler I am, I'm not 100, but we are going. So, for me, I'm not like, so I set aside one day to recuperate and recover. No, it's like when I get there, depending on the amount of energy you're feeling on that day, you could sleep or just like rest. But from the next day itinerary, from 8 a.m.
Club.
8 a.m. and you end up in club. And the next day again, 8 a.m. You have to try all the clubs in the cities. So for me, unfortunately, I feel like I do not have that slowing down period while I'm on the trip. But when I come back home, maybe, yes, I'll give myself like 1 or 2 days just to try and, integrate into the system here. But for me, it's like I'm never coming back here. I have to
But how would you advise your clients?
It depends on the type of traveler you are.
Yeah.
If for example, I want to advise you to do more activities. If you don't want to do activities, you won't do activities. If I'm someone who is also like very enthusiastic and I want to hit the ground running, so advice. Sometimes I see people sending itineraries and it's like rest in the hotel. The whole day you're telling me did I come here to rest in the hotel? Literally.
Yes.
Hope is like, yes, this is the one for me. So I feel like definitely get a plan that is aligned with who you are as a traveler. I would be very upset if I see someone giving me an itinerary that today you are resting, then tomorrow you do an activity, then the next day you are resting. I will rest in Nairobi, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. So for me, when I'm there, I try to get as much done as possible. So if you're also that type of person, sometimes you're tired, but you just keep pushing. One time I posted like, oh my God, I'm so tired. And people were like, yeah, you're tired. You're so exhausted from all your travel.
Oh my gosh.
It's like if Otedala tells you, oh my God, being a billionaire is so hard. I feel like it's the same. So I was just like, okay, maybe I will not be coming to you. I'm tired.
Empathy is a thing, by the way.
But so I think, depending on what you want to do, if you know I have to get this done, it doesn't matter how you're feeling, you're going to go and do the activities.
Okay.
If you're more of a slow living type of traveler, you go to the spa, you'll do your poolside, you get your one activity of the day and pace yourself as you feel fit.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Dan?
I think for me, I struggle with insomnia. So jet lag is a thing.
Yeah.
So Kitambo, I just used to travel there. Going all day is a nice thing.
You're not even old.
I'm not old, but I'm telling you, I feel wiser these days.
I think
That's true,
I did
by
a
the
lot
way.
early on. So nowadays, but I'm still like Mokeira. I'll see everything. Even that statue, I'll see all of them. But for me, jet lag, I get sick all the time. Post all the trips I've done this year, when I get back, I've been sick. So jet lag, sadly, is a thing for me. And it's because I have insomnia. I don't know how to sleep in new environments, new beds. So if I've gone for a week, most probably for the whole week, I've slept for like 4 hours, 5 hours. Again, then that cycle of you wake up in the morning, like, then Johnny in some club, but still, even if I was to go to bed, I won't sleep at 8. So for me, the jet lag thing, what I've seen helps me. Because I get the jet lag when I get back. But when I arrive to the destinations, I don't. Because I time my flights. I like night flights so that I can arrive during the day. So that I just get on with the day. If, I don't know, some people say that if you get then you start sleeping, that's how you mess up your... circadian rhythm. So I try to time my mind. If Kenya is awake, I'll stay awake. So I prefer to learn during the day. So I just
smart.
I just hit the
ground running.
Yeah, or just nap for 30 minutes and just start. Okay. It helps to balance the Nini. Then I think hydration is also important when it comes to Nini. Then in your flights, alcohol. That's another part that I didn't know affects
don't
your
do
jet
it.
lag. Yeah, if you do it too much.
Okay.
And Kwanza even KQ gives a lot of it. Utotu.
The small one.
Wine. And I remember I used to take
even make example. I used to
you come down and you're like,
I was like, wow, all this free alcohol. Nowadays I don't drink.
Yeah, that is
It's like water, please.
Yeah, you'll arrive and you're
hangover. The time zone has changed. So
your day has gone. Mokeira is just there like itinerary.
Today,
like, oh my gosh.
I would have been seeing this, but I'm not.
Yeah.
So in the flight, since I struggle with insomnia, I always have to have an eye mask, just force myself to sleep. Otherwise, I'll watch a movie after movie, and I won't sleep. Then I arrive.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's what I've learned for
that
me.
Thing for
but
timing.
when I come back,
listen.
I don't know why. Even with time,
even me, I've never thought of
the
it
timing.
Which is the available flight?
Thank you.
How much is it?
My budget doesn't align with my budget.
Budget-wise and also time. Like, I like arriving in the morning, so I can just eat.
Actually, no. For actually, that's
then
what
at
I've
night I'll be tired. I'll sleep.
Yeah, so you sleep. Okay, now food. I know you mentioned food briefly. Me, I am terrified in street food.
Yeah,
I am so terrified. So how do you guys navigate that whole? Because I know, like, if I want to go to Asia, I want to experience the culture, but I'm scared of street food. So how do you guys go about that?
I would say you can still experience like the indigenous cuisine, even in like a decent hotel. You don't need to be roadside. When I think when they say street food, I feel like I think of kibandaski by the roadside. Definitely, I would not attempt. Because when I went to Bali, I was just like
after the Bali bag.
I was so conscious about not getting the Bali bag, so I was not eating outside of the hotel or just like a restaurant that feels like, okay, this is a good restaurant. So I would say avoid the street food, no matter how much. I feel like sometimes the locals can be like, it's really nice, but I feel like maybe their microbiome is set to deal with that when yours is not. So for me, I try to avoid street food as much as possible. And also I think something that helps me, I'm not very adventurous when it comes to food. I will be in Bali eating carbonara
the whole time, if I need, by the way. You never try anything new?
It's like maybe for one meal I will just try to experience like, okay, what is this nasi goreng I keep seeing everywhere? But after that, I think I stick to, people say my plates are usually low vibrational, and that is okay with me. I want to stick to the things that I'll go for the safe options. I'll try to avoid the curries. I feel like for me, I try to
the ginger is in the curries.
I try to keep it as dry as possible, or if I'm in like a decent place, I still stick to the options that I feel are familiar.
Okay. Is that the same case for you?
Yeah. Street food is a no.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think I did my adventurous days. I didn't get a bag, but nowadays, even
you're more
Asia, because they're everywhere. So maybe you see, and again, maybe the dry things.
Yeah.
Maybe mshikaki can try and there, but the options, the traditional foods are also there available in restaurants. So
and also I think just look at food handling.
It's not a line because I don't want to be having a running stomach in a foreign country.
For real.
Yeah, even the water, you have to be really careful.
So do you only do bottled water?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nowhere else.
That's true.
You just do
Hacks,
bottled water.
I'm writing this
just
down.
Bottled water, but for street food is no. Then the same. I'll be eating pasta in
or pizza. Either do pasta or like a pizza, like something familiar as well.
Friends are judging me. Just pasta, what? But if it's street food, because places like Malaysia, there are places you won't. That's the only option. The place you are. I go Indian. I think Indian has never failed me. I do my butter naan and chicken. So I did butter naan and chicken, I think like 8 times.
The whole time?
Yeah. I don't know. I find Indian food, I don't know if they have good food handlers, but I've never had an experience with. So I go, if I have to do street food, I'll look for an Indian vendor.
Okay.
I feel like also in some places in Asia, they've set up like, like these stalls where you can still experience the street food, but it's not without being streets. like the hawker centers. So
we've gone far. We've gone to Asia, but even just in East Africa. Even just in East Africa. Yeah, you cross certain borders. There's mshikaki that's looking nice. I don't know if you guys saw this video. It was going around a few years back. So it's a guy who has mshikaki and he's been videoed scratching his back with it. Hey, mimi nikasema, my lord.
These Spaniards people eat. Which border is? There's a border. I don't know if.
But I see if that's their cuisine. Maybe that's their cuisine.
Yeah, it's like the and I think people eat it and I'm like,
me myself, I'm also not an adventurous eater. Yeah, I just stick to what I know. Yeah. Okay. Now we're almost wrapping it up.
Really?
We haven't talked about one thing. Malaria.
Yeah.
Malaria. When you guys go to Shags, do you take anti-malaria?
No.
You don't take?
But what I forgot to add in my kit, please have mosquito repellent.
Oh, yeah.
For some reason, mosquitoes like me. Even at my place, just mosquitoes always like me. What's your blood group? O positive.
Okay.
Yeah. Apparently they like O positives. But even when other people with O positive, they don't go there. They just come to me. So
maybe your blood is sweeter.
Mosquito repellent.
Yeah.
Even for Shags, because I come from Nyanza.
Yeah.
That's we just rely on mosquito repellents.
Yeah.
I've never taken a...
Have you ever gotten malaria?
The last time I was really young, class 7.
The time I got malaria, I said, by the way, your anti-malaria, I will measure it. Where?
So you take the
I take it before. I take the... So there's 2 different types. I was just trying to remember. Med school was a while back.
I know it's a
while back. But there's the weekly or there's the dailies. So I try to take the dailies. So at least a week before I travel. And then also when you come back, you still have to take. But I remember every time, because my sister travels a lot, and she's always asking, oh my gosh, I forgot to take my anti-malarial. Should I continue? Like, how do I manage that? And I was just doing some reading yesterday. So if it's the weekly one where you take 1 dose a week, you can miss 1 or 2 days and then take it. But if you've missed more than 2 days, so what happens is you take it, but start now a new routine.
Another cycle.
But if it's the dailies, if you've missed, just start as new. So malaria is something that people don't...
Have I had malaria?
Yeah.
No, I have never
You've
had
never?
malaria. Yeah.
I've had malaria. And I think even the effect of the drug, I think that's what makes me not take the
medicine.
The medicine. Because even the side effect, how I felt taking those I will spray.
Those joint pains
but actually you feel it's like death actually.
Yeah, the joint pains. Oh my God.
And the vomiting.
Wait.
It's bad. I think there's something we've not touched.
What have we not touched?
Mental health.
Ooh,
and anxiety.
Yes.
That's another.
You see, I'm running away from it.
How do you
deal with it?
When I tell you, I feel like there's always something that goes wrong on each trip I go on.
Yeah, there's nothing that will go to plan.
There's always something that goes, and sometimes it's like a very big thing. Sometimes it's like a small thing.
Yeah.
But I feel like over time I have learned to keep a very open mind. Like I know something is going to go wrong, but I'm not going to die. I'm going to be okay. Like sometimes as long as you have extra money, a lot of these problems can be solved with money.
Yeah.
But penye nimefika, anytime I'm even from the airport. There's one time I was going to, I think it was Doha, and it was like one of those long weekends. So I had like 4 days. I was like, this Doha always transit. Let me just go and see what is happening in Doha. We were supposed to use, I think, the 1 a.m. flight. We get on the flight. It does not leave. The plane has technical issues. We're there for 4 hours on the runway. Then they're like, okay, we've not been able to fix this. You guys will have to like deboard and we will get you accommodation and we will plan another flight. This is maybe on, it's like Wednesday night. So it's like Thursday at 1 a.m. Me, I know by Thursday by 7 a.m. I'm in Doha and I'm starting my activities. So you're telling me that I have not to stay here for an extra day, and then you give me a flight that's on Friday. Like you have ruined
my whole trip.
You have
you're ruining it.
Look at my lips, ruining it. Literally. So I feel like there's just always something. Anyway, I don't want to go into the details, but when I went to, the last time I traveled, when I went to like Bali, I had booked with Ethiopian Airlines, but then the return flight was supposed to be with Qatar. When you get there, like they cannot board you if you have a different return.
Coming back.
Yeah. So now you have to buy a new flight. It's there's always something that goes wrong somewhere.
But what's their reasoning for that?
They're not able to confirm that you'll come back. And they cannot verify with like another ad. It does not make sense because usually you can.
I mean, I have a return flight. Isn't that evidence enough?
Anyway, so usually there's just things that go wrong. So for me, I try to keep an open mind. And I feel like when you're traveling also, you're very sometimes at some point of the trip, people will become very cranky.
Yeah.
And you now have to start managing emotions. Like, take a deep breath. I know we are all upset here. We're getting lost in the metro. But it's nobody's fault.
Lost will make people
pissed
off at each other.
So sometimes you just have to be very objective. Like, okay, fine. We were following this leader who was having the direction. But now we're lost. You did not volunteer earlier, so you cannot now have an opinion.
Exactly.
Yeah, just be coming down small. Open your Google Maps.
Be the new leader.
Volunteer yourself.
And now let's find a solution.
Exactly,
but definitely at some point, especially if it's a long trip, there's going to be like highs and
if it's
lows.
a group trip.
And sometimes you go, even you travel, the weather is bad. I remember when I went
to say that the weather.
you can go and you've planned that you'll have such a great time in this tropical place. It's raining when you get there.
I think I remember Mokeira. So when she went to Dubai, I think it was last year, that's when they had terrible weather. It was flooding. I was just like, oh my but she made the best out of it.
I feel
but I was just like, oh my gosh.
Because I went to like Turkey, they had the earthquake.
Yeah, they had the earthquake.
You went to that time?
Yes, I was there that time. When I went to Manila, they put out an alert like there's a cyclone. I was like, is it because in an
am I the problem?
When I went to Maldives, it was rain. Like on the first day, it rained nonstop. I was just like, wow. What is going on? But you just have to maintain a positive attitude. True. Like, it's not the end of life, and keep things moving.
Manage your expectations and be flexible. I think another part we've even touched on, like racism, will affect you.
Racism.
Racism. That thing makes you feel, when you're in your country, you're so free. You know yourself. You know yourself what. So when you go outside there, yes, you're still as confident, but when that is poked at, most times racism, what I normally explain is the humanity is lost. It's like they don't see you as a human being, someone who has dreams, someone who has a career. They just see you as whatever they want to see you. So for you, you're so dehumanized. So for some people, it really affects them. Some people cry. So just manage your expectations and be flexible. And be like, okay, it happened. So if you want to cry it out, but don't let it swallow the whole trip. Then having contact with people back home can also help sometimes, especially if it's a solo trip. If that happens to you and you're alone, loneliness is something that also happens in travel. Sometimes even when you're with your friends, maybe you're in day 5.
You're like, pause.
You just feel lonely. Because I used to do a lot of solo trips. At some point, loneliness comes in. So checking in with people back home also. But what Mokeira said, manage your expectations and flexibility. Things will always...
That's true. 100%. And also, research about the place you're going to. You talked about solo trips. How do you guys travel as a woman to feel safe? Solo trips.
For me, I don't travel with a negative mindset that something bad is going to happen to me. So, of course, you research, is that place safe for women? One place I say, don't go as a woman. Egypt, please don't go as a woman solo. Just don't. The men there, just, it's another... You'll be touched, everything. So Egypt is the only place I say, as a woman, maybe go with friends. But in other countries, may I have an open mind. I'll go and I'll live my life. What I always say is, you can always keep safe, I think. You also you're not doing extreme things, walking alone like at 4 a.m. But most of the cities outside Africa are very walkable, are very safe. That's also a good thing.
For me, I feel like I'll be used as the example.
I'm never scared. I'll take trains. I'll do.
Because I actually had a story last week.
Someone was kidnapped.
Some lady, she had gone to Tunisia.
I saw it.
So she left the club. Her friends were in the club.
I saw that story.
Yeah. No, you're leaving the club. You're like, guys, let me just go back to the hotel. And then you're kidnapped in the hotel. And she had to fight for her life. She comes back, no one in the hotel is bothered. She had to go to the embassy.
Always keep tabs with someone at home. Someone at home. Share your itinerary with someone. Someone knows what you're doing.
An emergency contact as well.
Yeah. And if you have a friend in the country you're going to, it's good to also just travel with them. Don't solo dog everything.
Oh, and also like, hey, I'm around.
And don't be in people's businesses. Mind your business when you're traveling.
What do you mean people's businesses?
you might end up in danger just because you're just trying to start a fight. You know, that people who just like fighting when just try to calm down. That's not your country. You're not there. So sometimes you have that, especially with racism. I remember in Southeast Asia, we had a really bad experience, and cops almost called on my friends because for them it's, you can't call me stupid. That person was like, you're stupid, just because she couldn't open a glass door, just trying to figure out. She's like, are you stupid? You'll break that door. So they're like, us Kenyan women.
What did you say?
Who did you? And cops almost called. Things can go wrong also.
Yes.
So try also to always be calm.
Yeah.
But for me, I never expect bad things to happen to me. I've traveled solo a lot. I've walked. I've been the only black woman in a whole town. And I mind my business, honestly. If you don't disturb someone also,
they shouldn't disturb you as well. Okay.
For me, I've not traveled solo for like so many instances. I've gone to Turkey by myself, but I was on high alert the whole time. I was even like, wow, I'm not going to go out in this city because I can't imagine. First of all, it's at night. You are in the cab alone. Then you go there. You have to be watching your drink. You have to finish your drink before you go to the loo. You have to be talking to the cab driver the whole time before they start plotting. I feel like for me, when I travel solo, it's just, I have to be on high alert, and I'm not, I feel like enjoying the experience with a calm mind as I would have preferred. So I definitely prefer traveling with like friends or
someone familiar.
People,
I think what helps is also, before I go somewhere, the research I'll do. Like, I'll already know that street even before. Like, that's how much
it's down to the street.
I'll watch so many YouTube videos. Even when I'm there, I'm like, I remember this street. Like, so I always feel like I've been here before. And even just planning for group trips also helps because you're going with people. So you have to be very... So I think that I just talk I'm in Kenya, honestly.
Happy go lucky.
Unless it's a country I've seen, like men here do this.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, me now, I need to travel. My anxiety it's going down slowly.
Yeah.
But now, as a parting shot, what's one thing you would tell an anxious traveler, or that you'd like people to know about traveling in regards to health and safety that we haven't touched on? Parting shot too.
Parting shots. I think be ready before you travel. Have all your documents. Anxiety let me focus on anxious travelers. Have a checklist. Passport, visa, if it's your yellow fever vaccine, your travel insurance, and have them in one place.
Yes.
Like have those passport holders or something. Because sometimes your bag has so many things. Then in the
airport,
your
bag can get lost.
In the airport, there things are
chap.
Remove your shoes, blah, 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 and you're there. People at the back are like, funny, this person has never traveled. And that will increase your, that will increase your anxiety. So have your things ready always. If you're at the airport, get to the airport on time. You don't want to be the person who's running because that will just ruin the other steps.
There's a trend on TikTok about, I've forgotten the name. But basically they're saying you don't need those 2 hours. You see how they say come 2 hours earlier. Just like you don't need those 2 hours. Because I'm just like, you're not from an African country.
Yeah, that's America. They have many airlines. You can always get another airline there.
Just there.
Here you can't try that thing. So carry your things. Something else that can help someone who has anxiety, communicate with someone at home. Of course, have an itinerary that's planned. Have a tour agent in the country you're going to.
Okay.
See that you're using an Uber. Use a travel planner. Travel planning will actually take
a jet to holiday.
Yeah, because we plan everything from your airport drop off, pick up, your hotel, every activity you picked. Even though you're an anxious traveler, don't be a hero and try to start planning tips for yourself.
Even outside of the whole trip, just try for your airport pickup. At least usikwe unaanza kupotea usiku in a new country. Just at least for that one, try to have a pickup. You can figure out
the rest later.
In the daylight tomorrow. I've ever gotten lost. I was in Paris and I'm getting lost at midnight. I was like, never again. I remember the cabs are so expensive in Europe. So my friend had told me, it will cost you like 20,000 to move from the airport to your hotel. I was like, do I really want to do that? Let me just try. So I took the metro and I got off on the wrong stop. Hey, so I had not yet started buying like eSIMs. It was a mess. From that day, I was just like, the first day, I don't care if it's going to be 50,000. I'm not going to get lost again at night. So I feel like for that initial arrival, just have it planned out already. Sometimes you might think there's airport in the Wi-Fi, there's no. You go to countries, they don't have airport Wi-Fi, and you're stranded. Sometimes they're not accepting your card, or you don't have cash, or you have dollars. They're like, no, we want. It's usually just a mess. So that initial transition from the airport to where you're staying, try to have like a pickup.
SIM cards are important.
Okay.
Have cash and
yes,
money in
have
your
cash.
ATM. But always have cash. There are countries where it's cash. Like there are countries where it's just like cash. Many examples. Like, we don't.
Or you go to a place where they're like, we don't accept this card. Utafanya nini?
Always have cash. And unless they have some in USD, then others in the local currency. Because there are countries where the taxi won't take a USD. They want their local. So divide it in a way.
I agree.
Anyway.
I think for me now, because I'm an anxious traveler, or rather, let me not claim it. Let me not attach it. You know, when I was in Kigali, I forgot about Google Translate.
Oh.
So, my sister got lost. She's the one who had the SIM card. So now, the guy who I was with, now he's just like, so where is the other person? I'm assuming that's what he said. I don't know what he's saying, but I'm trying to tell him, no, they're coming. So we're just sitting there together, the two of us, not understanding each other. Yeah, so just like, please Google Translate, or rather have some form of communication where you are understanding each other.
Yeah. I like what you've said about your sister.
Yes.
Sometimes you might feel like, well, kuna SIM card, I don't need to buy a SIM card.
Don't try
but sometimes you get separated for whatever reason, and now you are stranded.
For
me, I'd say, in addition to what you've said to like packing, touch your passport. Like, don't say, I packed my passport. Touch it when you're leaving the house. Touch it. Like, you cannot assume that I packed it was in this bag. You have to see it with your two eyes before you travel. And then again, I feel like having an open mind. For me nowadays, my resilience is over the roof. I'm just like, yes, something is going to happen, and if something didn't happen, it's fine. And I'm like, wow, that was a smooth trip. But usually something somewhere has to creep up. But it's not the end of the world.
That's
true.
And
one last thing, your passport. Don't walk around with your passport in your bag. Because if you lose it,
that's it.
That's you with the embassy, what. So leave your passport in the hotel, in the safe. Because the cleaners can come and like steal it. So,
and now banged up abroad, you're stuck there.
Like it's when you're stuck, you're stuck. It can take even 2 weeks. And you don't have, maybe you had a fixed budget. Then
that's
something
true.
else Mokeira said, always carry extra money.
Yes.
Aki, that one is very important. Always have extra cash. Something will always go. And
no matter how much you plan it to the T,
you can't plan enough.
Your budget will always go over.
Yeah.
And imagine traveling without money is the most
hectic.
I won't say which kinds. Don't trust it. The photos there, they're smiling. There's a country I went and I had fixed money. It's the you're not at peace because I just hope something doesn't need me to have like an extra sijui how much. So always plan above.
And then also about now cash, having a multi-currency card. Because let me tell you, it's a dollar account. The transaction costs. Oh my lord. The conversion rate.
You went to the dollar card.
I went to the dollar. My dollar card.
But in countries it can help.
Multi-currency, please. Next, multi-currency.
And always tell your bank before you're traveling because
that happens.
I'm a tapper. I love tapping. So anytime you tap, I'm a withdraw from international banks. That charge that you're charging, it's crazy. But if you tell your bank before, there's a way they can standardize it.
I didn't know
sometimes
that.
I forget to do it and then I'm like, I didn't do it.
Okay.
Another last tip. Tax returns.
When
you shop in foreign countries, you can ask for a tax return receipt. Then in the airport, you claim it. And you get some money back.
Here
also always forget sometimes. You won't remember all the time.
I think something else is the free shots in the beach clubs in the Asian countries. I think you've seen. I think there was a case of someone who got blindness, and there was also someone who died from the methanol poisoning. Some couple when energies are high, drinks are flowing, and the waiter comes, they're like free shots on the house. It's so easy to be like
they always
but I feel like it's very dangerous because you don't know what alcohol it is.
Okay. You said we forgot something. You want to talk about alcohol?
No.
Oh, I was like, have we missed anything? The tax. There's something we forgot, and this is what else is in my bag. Antiseptic.
Oh yeah, antiseptic
and like a deep heat spray, especially for like the walking. Hey, your joints at the end of the day. Where? So just deep heat spray, antiseptic.
Skincare. Sunscreen. Like,
let me tell you,
if you travel without it, you come back.
Do we think the Kenyan sun is hot? Me, I was there in Kigali. I was like, his nigani. Hey, that sun.
Imagine the Asian one.
That sun was different.
You found it when it was hot.
Yeah, it was hot.
Yeah, there's some heat.
Yeah.
Qatar. We went during it.
No, Qatar is so hot.
Yeah. So any you're boiling, sunscreen, don't forget your sunscreen. If anything, you can cleanse with water anyway for the 5 days. Gentle cleansing. But sunscreen.
Yeah, at least. Okay, fine. Now, I know this is just wrapping it up. Ya mwisho. For real, ya mwisho. When you come back, because post-vacation depression, let me not call it, for lack of a better word, post-vacation depression is something. Apart from taking the extra days, is there anything else you do?
My answer is funny.
Okay. I think for me to reconnect with my friends.
Okay.
So then you get to tell the stories of your travel and you kind of catch up and settle back in. I also try to have my place in order. Yeah. So I'm not this one who will come and live with my suitcase for like another week. No, as soon as I get home, I will unpack. Try to assimilate as quickly as possible.
Okay.
So yeah, I feel like for me that works.
Are you type A or type B?
I would say type B.
Okay.
But in some instances.
Type A.
Yeah.
Okay. Which yours is weird? Say it now.
No, let me not say they're weird.
No judgment.
It's just a funny one. Yeah. On set, you guys are punny. Can't make a pun.
Go on.
You recover from a trip by planning another trip.
Ah, let's have it.
Yeah.
But anyway, you agree. You get sad. But again, I think I've gotten to a point where I've gotten used to it. Kitambo, I used to get sad. Like that airport, that flight back,
coming back.
Heartbroken.
Yeah.
But I've learned to if it's 5 days, I'll enjoy it to the 5 days and just accept. It was meant to be 5 days.
Yeah.
It's not time to go back home. Nowadays, I even miss home. Like after like 6 days, I want to come back home.
Yeah.
But when you come back, also just reliving the memories by sharing your content. Also, it also. You'll feel sad, but
I can recap here.
Take me back. But again, reconnecting. But me, what I do, I sleep. I sleep for like 2-3 days in a row. And when I wake up, the depression is. But I just, when I go to a country, what Mokeira said, I make sure I do. No regrets. The things I said I'll do, I do all of them. So when I leave, I feel
you're fine.
It was worth it.
Mission accomplished. Yeah. So but that depression is real. Like you feel sad.
Sometimes
you're just at immigration. You're just like,
very good to get back to your routine. When I travel, I'm usually just like, wow, I'm not going to the gym. I'm waiting to go back and just have that in the morning. I do this.
Having something to come back to. I think helps. Yeah.
Okay. Me, Sina, now I'm just going to learn from you guys. Because me, I just sleep, to be honest. I just sleep. I'll give you a recap when I feel like I have the energy to, and that's it.
Or you don't get sad?
I feel like I get sad on the flight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where you're just there like, because when you sing it landing, you're just there like,
Sometimes if you've been away for a long time, you're just like, I'm so happy.
I can't wait to touch the ground.
I've not been this happy to be in Nairobi.
Yeah. Gosh. See, now we're thinking about the end of a trip.
Just
Everyone has thought about it. You're like,
even think about that time they felt sad.
But it's an opportunity to plan your next travel.
Yeah. Start saving for the next one. Have your next bucket list.
That was nice.
Yeah. What is in your bucket list, Hope? Where do you want to
go? I think for now, I'd say Cape Town. That's like the lowest hanging fruit. But also Zambia, Namibia, Angola. I don't know why.
To African travel.
Yeah, they just seem interesting. Europe, of course. I'm not so big on Asia. I'm really scared of food. Yeah, it terrifies me. But I'm trying to get out of that anxiety. As you say, you just have an open mind. Yeah, But see the thing, no, let me not say this. Stronger on the side. But yeah, I think I just need to become a bit more adventurous so that at least I see the beauty in the places. Because I think that makes you more optimistic and it makes you feel like, if I let me do this activity, let me do that. Because me, I can do sleep vacation for real. Yeah, we go and I sleep.
When will you see the places?
Sometime.
And I feel like I've wasted my money.
Really?
Yeah. No sleep. Wake up.
Another club.
Another
but
one.
at night, I'm not one thing I do. Clubbing when I
Even
travel.
me,
Not
I think
so
I realized.
much, but it depends with the group I also travel.
Yeah.
When I'm solo, I won't even go to one.
Even
but
me.
the type of group of friends I go with, it's a luta. But mostly maybe once or twice.
Yeah. Okay.
I love to sleep at
Your
night.
bucket list, where's the next place you want to visit? The one that's itching you like this?
I want to go to China.
Oh, really?
I feel like after going to Japan ruins all the other countries for you.
Yeah.
But people say China is what can beat that.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get that high.
Okay.
Yeah, so China is high on my list.
Okay.
For me, Japan. Yeah, I even told Mokeira, like, that's been amazing.
Okay.
God, please. Yeah, Japan and also in terms of Europe, I'd like the Balkan side. So the Montenegro, Croatia.
They look so good on
They
camera.
look so good.
Oh my God.
So good.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are my...
Okay. Coming soon to a recap near you.
Yeah.
So now plug yourselves. Where can guys find you? Or do you want to be found?
Of course.
Plug yourself.
Oh, I can go first?
Yeah.
Okay, you can find me on Instagram, Dr. Mokeira, Dr._Mokeira, and also follow my travel page, living_borderless.
You heard it here.
Mm-hmm. You can also find me on social media, The Wandering Doctor. That's my main page. Then my travel business page is The Wandering Doctor Travels. Then my aesthetic medicine practice page is Dr. Diana Aesthetics. Yeah, so, and also we have a podcast. Does not fit in a box. Yeah, we have a podcast called Skin Tea Podcast with Dr. Charlene. We discuss aesthetic, skin, everything. So yeah, Skin Tea Podcast on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they'll all be in the description, all of them.
Thank you.
You can't miss it. For me, it's Dr. Hope. There are many hyphens, but you'll see it here. Follow the podcast as well on Instagram, on TikTok, on Spotify, on YouTube. Whatever you like listening to your podcast, follow us there. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you for having us.
It's nice.
That's fine.
And you
to continue and go.
We can. Yeah, because I'm taking notes. I'm such an anxious traveler, by the way. So I'm really, really taking notes. Yeah, but thank you so nice, Munaka. I like the fact that they've come dressed like who they are, travelers. Yeah, and that was the aim of it. So unless there's a burning itch, is there anything else you want to say to the people? Feel free, the time is now.
No, I'll forever hold my peace.
On your page, you'll see it on your page. Sawa. Diana, what about you?
No, I'm just grateful to be happy. And if you want a trip planned,
you don't want to say that?
Yeah. I thought we already did, but
say it again. There's someone who joined at minute 1 hour 59.
In case it did not come out clearly, we can help curate your trips, especially for things that are outside of the normal. I feel like we really are trying to go for more unique experiences. How can you dine underwater? How can you do ABC? Yeah, so living borderless.
So I think we can call it a wrap.
Yep.